I am standing on a cliff near Brest. I'm just below the University of Brest, up that way. Just visiting my sister again. That's where she teaches. Anyway, the university's up there, and below me is this. And I love me a good outcrop, so I'm gonna go check it out. I don't know what kind of rocks are down here, but they're dark. So let's go have a peek and see what we find. So it looks like we can get down pretty far. We'll have a boo, see what we find. It's not the nicest of days. Okay, so from what little I know about geology, I can see that there's bedding here. There's a bunch of different coming in at sharp angles. So it looks like whatever was here was laid down flat and then tilted. So I can't tell from here if it's sedimentary or igneous, but possibly sedimentary. There's lots of these layers. Let's go down and have a look. I'll put the camera around here again. There we go. So I don't have a rock hammer or anything with me, so I'm just seeing what I can find. It's pretty beautiful. Down here. All right, moving up. Just seeing if I can find. Actually, hold on here. You can see this. It's chipped away, so. This looks like a conglomerate of some sort. So we have little clasts in here, which are pretty sharp. And then another layer down here. This almost looks like sandstone, but because we're by the ocean here, I guess you can't really tell. And I don't have a... Hold on, I'm gonna flip this around again. I didn't have a chance to get the geological map of the area to see what's kind of going on here. I mean, to the north, when I was up in Lanelys, there's a lot of like igneous type rocks and metamorphic rocks. But like I say, you can't really tell until you get to a map. From a distance, this stuff looks, for me, like growing up, walking on like my mom grew up in Newfoundland, so we'd go to Newfoundland quite a bit and find places like this. Like, I love this shit. Like, walking on this, like, this is amazing. And for me as a kid, like, all this stuff was, everything's volcanic. But in the past few years, since I've learned a little bit more about being able to identify rocks and such, get a little bit more appreciation for the differences. I got some kind of cool stuff here. I'm just gonna flip the camera around again and have a look here. So we got this really black stuff with all these holes and stuff. It almost looks vesicular, which is kind of indicative of sorry, pausing here. This vesicular stuff is kind of indicative of igneous type rocks that have cooled in such a way that the bubbles are still trapped in the lava as it cools. But again, I'm right by the ocean here, and there's tons of ways that rocks can be eroded. I kind of wanted to go over. Oh shit! I kind of wanted to be able to go over there, but there's no way I'm hopping across this little channel here. I'm just going to limit myself to what I got. And see if I can find something that I can break. I mean, I'm no geologist, but I've learned enough about watching geology videos that you can only really tell what the sample is from breaking it open, because like the erosion on the outside does a number on it, so it can leave you with some deceptive anyway, the erosion and all the stuff that's happening here on the ocean with all the black here, and it can deceive you as to what actually kind of rock it is. So I'm just coming to come across a little bit of an intrusion here. I think this is like a quartz vein. So again, I'm going to flip this around. Oh yeah, it's a pretty good vein here. I'm going to flip this around. But again, finding an intrusion doesn't really tell you much about like what the actual rock is. Like, this could be sandstone. It looks very sandstony, but I don't know. It might be a fine-grained lava flow. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to flip it around because obviously at one point there was a crack that formed and there was an intrusion that came up. So here's this intrusion that I'm talking about, and it kind of stops here, but yeah, this looks quartz based, and this continues on through here, on up into here, and then it kind of does a little jog, goes over to here. Down into here. Oh yeah, okay, and I can actually see over here. That's right, that's water. Water's right there, but up there. Just head over there. You can see more of this quartz. I'm thinking it's quartz. Here, it continues all the way over here. I mean, it could be something else. Generally, when you get these cracks with something filling it up that's white, it's usually a quartz-based intrusion. Anyway, I'm gonna have a peek around here and see if I can find something else. Again, this is one of those videos that I'm gonna upload to YouTube and then do the editing later. Thank you, YouTube Studio. Okay, so it's just down here where you can see right there. That's where the crack is, where the quartz is. And so I'm just standing up here now, and I found another one. Another bit of an intrusion. And this has got some really cool, oh, I love this rock here. See if I can get close up enough to see what it looks like. It's got lots of little cracks and stuff in there, but anyway, this crack continues on over here. Oh, look at this. All right, we've got a rock here. So I'm going to see if I can set this up. Let's see if I can see what this, oh, this is rancid as all can be. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, it's hard to tell, just because this has been, oh, I mean, look at this. This stuff is coming apart like crazy, but all the grain in there is pretty fine grain, so it could be a sandstone. Or, I mean, the other thing is it also could be something plutonic with really fine grains of crystals and stuff like that, but it's so weathered away, it's hard to tell. I'm gonna crack another one here. Yeah, again, it's really hard to tell if that's a sandstone or if that's an intrusive, like a plutonic rock. Got some more crystals over here. See if I can find another sample up here. There's lots of these little samples here, so like from this look here, without actually cracking it open, like it looks very granitic. But again, when you crack it open, it's not really telling you much. Except for this is layered. We got a layer here that's separate from the one that cracked off. So I guess that kind of leans me more towards sandstone. The other thing with sandstone is you might find fossils or stuff such in here. I don't know, is that a fossil? Whew. Anyway, it's getting late, so I gotta head back up the hill, catch a ride. Some more, I just keep finding stuff, but that's just kind of what I do. I'm walking around, looking down, seeing what I find. Or as Myron likes to say, look for clues. Try to put together a picture. Okay, so got the sailboats behind me here. I'm gonna sign off. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me on the coast in Brest, northern France. Catch you in the next one.